Right now. Man, I thought we was gonna have the intro, brother. Nah, man, what's going on, everybody, man? It's the Basketball Podcast. It's Thursday, live and direct on the Just Sizzling News Podcast. We're talking everything Trae Young and above, man. So that's the intro. Stay tuned. That's what we're talking about first. Trae Young, the whole Hawks situation, man. So without further ado, man, I'm going to welcome on the man, the myth, the legend, the man that you've all seen on the tube, Najee Wilkins. What's going on, player?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. Let him know. Let him know where you're from. Man, he ain't from Miami. He from Norcross, man. Let him know where
I was
you
born
from.
there. That's all that counts. I was born there.
Hey, that's it. Dade County, man. Wade County for those that know, man. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Miami running the ball real tough right now. I like the aggressiveness from Chris Ball early, man. You know, historically, infamously conservative. He putting on his blue hat, you know what I mean? But whatever, man. We'll see how it goes, though, for sure. So, opening up the show. Talking about Trae Young, man. Trae Young, the Hawks have traded Trae Young to the Wizards. We got CJ McCollum and an athletic shooter. I cannot remember his name on that, but the young man looks phenomenal. Former 15th overall pick. I like what I see so far. I think it was past time to get Trae Young out of Atlanta, if you ask me. Well, a long overdue, man. But what do you think about Trae Young exiting Atlanta?
Yeah, it was such a eerie way to go about just for the team. I mean, he's on the court, and then next thing you know, he's traded, and he has to get off the court. And then, I mean, how he walked off though was gangster though. I don't know if you got the low when he was walking off the court. That was kind of gangster. Then he's going back to the locker rooms and stuff. But I feel for him. There's been multiple reports too, Bacon, that has said that he probably won't even play at Washington. So I don't know if they're tanking. I know that was a preferred destination for him, but most people like Legion Hoops, I think there's a few others report that he probably won't even shoot up for Washington. So I mean, he wanted to go there. I know Atlanta wanted to move him. Maybe he just does the little buyout thing, and then he goes and chooses his destination next year. Maybe that's what he's thinking about. But to me, it seems like a waste to do it that way. But nonetheless, I mean, he had a pretty good regime with the Hawks. I won't say it was elite or Hall of Fame worthy, but 8 years, took them to Eastern Conference Finals, made the playoffs 3 times without an All-Star teammate. That says a lot. But like you said, I think it just the time came. He was injured. Then they started to see that they could win without him. These young thoroughbreds like Jalen Johnson, Zachariah Ricochet, Dyson Daniels, they started to be able to see that. And once you can see that you don't need your star player to really win games, that's usually a sign that, okay, hey, maybe we should move on, or maybe we should build around a different player. And no disrespect to Trae Young, he's a great player. I just don't think he's a franchise guy, right? And when I say I don't mean that disrespectfully, I think he's a solid 2, right? If you build a championship roster, all it is to say is that you can't put all your eggs on him, right? When you think about some of the past champions, right? Shea Gilgeous is 6'6", right? You look at Kevin Durant, 7 feet and above. The shortest one was Steph Curry. He's 6'3" at least. Young is like 5'11", 6 foot. I think in the modern NBA, Bacon, you can't build him around a 5'10", 5'11" guard. I don't think it's just going to win you championship. Look at Chris Paul as another example. He's never won a championship. He's sometimes his team's best player. I just think in the modern NBA, you need a guy that can switch, defend, long, athletic. You need that. Now, he could be a solid 2 somewhere. He can go to New York. He can go to Milwaukee and pair with Giannis and feed him with the buckets because he has great court vision. But I think with his stature, not saying he can't play. He's an all-star caliber player. But I think he's a solid 2. You know what I'm saying? I think he just needs to pair with somebody that, that stud type of a player.
Nah, for sure, man. I think if you're gonna be under 6, Steph Curry 6'3", so if you're gonna be 6'3" and below, man, you got to be able to shoot the ball at a high level. That's number one. Trae Young didn't necessarily give us that in Atlanta on a consistent basis. A lot of ill-advised shots. Yes, he averaged 20 and 10. He can give you 30 and 12, 30 and 15 on any given night, but it's just you know what I mean? Just, I ain't gonna say boneheaded plays, but the boneheaded, you know what I'm saying, unadvised, ill-advised threes. Now, to your point about where is he going to play, I haven't looked closer on the reports since after knowing that he was going to go to Washington. If he doesn't play in Washington, wherever he goes, you know what I mean, he's going to be he has a player option in his contract, which means he can stay on or wherever he goes. So he's going to get his money regardless. Now, beyond that point, we'll see. So I mean, I wish him the best. It just didn't work out in Atlanta, man. It is what it is, man. Happy that he's. Well, I hope that he's happy moving on, man. Because I don't want to come off like, man, Atlanta fans, specifically me, they didn't really like Trae. I had no problem with him. It just, with everything that's going on in Atlanta right now, and there's not a lot of winning going on, man. You got somebody jacking up for 40, holding the ball 15 seconds into the shot clock, clank off the back iron. Now the next team goes down, hits a 3. Now we down 5. When we could have been up, we could have been down 1. It just don't work in the game of basketball. And you have to defend. You have to defend in some shape, form, or capacity. And we all saw the metrics. With Trae Young was off the court, not with the Hawks. They performed better defensively. They performed better offensively. They'll win games on the win streak. And he would come back and they blow up in our face. We saw the same thing when DeJounte Murray was in Atlanta. They just decided to trade DeJounte Murray. I think if we go back then, we do what we did now. But you can't go back. You can only go forward. So wish him well. But CJ McCollum in Atlanta, I like that move forward, but what do you think about CJ McCollum coming to Atlanta? Because I really think he's just another shorter Nikhil or NAW, Alexander Walker, pretty much.
Yeah, probably won't defend as well as Alexander Walker, but at least gives you more scoring, right? Obviously, I think Atlanta's going to move to build around Jalen Johnson, right? That's going to be the move for them. He had a triple-double, I think, a few weeks ago or the other night, 43, 10, and like 13 or something. So that's going to be their next star. And he's 6'10 and above, which honestly makes sense of why you would want to build around him. And then I think too, moving forward, when you look at CJ, regardless if he does hit the starting lineup, Bacon, he's going to be a scorer for you. If he doesn't, great guy to get off the bench, right? I mean, he wasn't really doing much in Washington. He's a great guy, you know what I'm saying? He can score buckets for you, provide that scoring punch, and be able to be a player that you can kind of rotate in. Same with the young guy they picked up, right? So I don't think this was a move to land another star player. I think they feel like they have enough stars there. I think they just wanted to fill out the rest of the roster, get a couple pieces that they can build in, and build around Jalen Johnson to me.
Yeah, 18-3, CJ McCollum right now. I still think we need another point guard. Jalen Johnson is a facilitator, not a point guard right now. That's just to me, it's a lot of stress you're putting on him, having to score, having to pass, facilitate him. Just let him stay in his natural role of being a second man that's facilitating him. I want to keep Jalen Johnson attacking if that's me. So in the future, it may not be this year. I think we need to go get a point guard. We got a lot of scores already on the team. Nikhil Alexander, you already got Mogay. You got a lot of shooters, V. Krejci, you know what I mean? Luke Kennard. It's a lot of people that got that Zach Ricochet. It's a lot of, and I think we need to send Zach Ricochet to the G League, right? Do look at Jalen Johnson. We praise him highly. Came from the G League, built his confidence up. To me, Zach Ricochet, and I'm not gonna go too much further because it's just the opening topic. But to me, Zach is still in between. Not really. He is very sporadic in his performances. So send him down to the G. Let him play. I don't know, 40 games, 20 games. Let him get a little momentum. Let him get a little confidence up. Then bring him back up. And I think we see a whole revamped Zachary Ricochet. I understand he's the number 1 overall pick and may look bad, but you can't care about what people think, man. Do what's best for you and your program. No, not your program, your organization, and you'll win a loss column. But
and then you got to build him for the future, like you said, to kind of just end that point of what you were saying, Bacon. Yeah, build him for the future, because in a few years you could be contending in the East wide open, as we can see. So if you get Ricochet right next year or that follow, like you can contend in the East with Jalen Johnson there, Dyson Daniels, who's your kind of perimeter virtuoso, can do a little bit of everything, and then you get a point guard in there. You've got a solid team that can contend and compete. And Atlanta has shown when your team is good and the Hawks is good, they're gonna come support you.
That's fact. East is wide open, man. I agree with you there. We'll see how Boston comes on because Jaylen Brown and that squad is showing that organization is still a force to be reckoned with. But Marcus Curry returns back to Augusta, man. Goes crazy, man. Marcus Curry, man, when I think we had him on the show last year, I don't think we had any clue that he would be this big at this point in time. We knew it was going to blow up, but, man, he's been on ESPN. You know, I mean, he's been everywhere. I know I've heard him talk about him on Sports Center, First Take and everything, but his performance back home, let me see how many points he had. He probably had like 30 this game. I'll pull up the numbers, man, but just talk about his performance, what you thought about his performance going back home.
It's almost like I mean, obviously you see him ducking the ball there, but what stands out immediately for him is the athleticism, right? Plays both ends of the ball, and he's very athletic. A rim or a showstopper, I should say. A good defender. Reminds you a little bit of Jacob Wilkins, right? What he was doing with Grayson when he was back there. I don't know if that leads to a title for them, but he's a player that was looking out for his future. I think, right, looking out for what's next for him. And in 2027, with still one more year to go, we'll see if he reclasses or not. I doubt it. He's making a name for himself, and I think he's doing it the smart way, playing under head coach Jeffrey Pierce, who's really good. We had him on the show, Bacon, so no surprise to see that. A little homesick, but he's doing what's best for him in his future, and I think he's making a name for himself. I think you're going to see some more offers come in, not just necessarily college. Obviously, that's going to be a given, but maybe you'll see OTE reach out to him. That could be a potential option for him. A couple of those prep private schools. He's that good. So for him, I mean, great performance. No surprise, and like you said, he's been practically everywhere, man. And he's a showstopper, man. When you have that, I mean, that's gonna blow you up naturally anyway.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He is as advertised. I was trying to find the game highlights, man. I'm pretty sure Atlanta Sports Reels has him, but I thought he may have put him on his Twitter. But yeah, he's electric, man. He could do it all. Squad the dribble, as everybody I'm sure knows now, man. But it's his motor for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
He just gonna go, bro, like a deer. So man, definitely shout out to Marcus. It's not his. That was the poster he had at Grove Town was not his first one. As you saw right here, he had one against looked like maybe Pace Academy. Is this Pace? Yeah, I think this is Pace. Yeah, it's definitely Pace. So it won't be the last, man. So definitely shout out to Marcus, man, for doing his thing. And shout out to Coach Pierce, man, and the Grayson Rams, who are number two in 6-head rankings. We'll talk about later behind the Wheeler Wildcats, which will probably win it all, man. But we'll talk about the records a little bit further. So do not hit your phone screen. Stay tuned and locked in on Just Sizzling News podcast. Another topic, man. We had another young man we had on the show. We got to get your thoughts on this one too, man. Jamar Maurice is now a 5-star, man. We just criticize the small guards, and Jamar is a 5-star, man. I think ranked top 20, top 30 in the nation right now.
Mm-hmm. No surprise, Bacon. We talked to him. I mean, and what he's standing on business. He averaging 26 right now as a sophomore. So, obviously shout out to Coach Carlos Wallace because he helped set up that interview for us. And he's been standing on business. We haven't been able to been to a game. It's a lot going on, but he's been balling out, man. He looks good. I watched the tape, doing a little bit of everything, driving to the rim, getting steals, setting up his teammates, man. He's doing a little bit of everything, man. And it's great to see. And just goes to show you, as we always say, Bacon, you never know who is next. And I'm just blessed that we got a chance to just interview him and talk to him a little bit, man, in that preseason interview. And now seeing what he's doing, he got Woodstock right in contention, man. And, very confident, poised, humble, and taking over, man.
Nah, fact. To me, it's the way he attacks. He's come off these screens, man. Come down here with a purpose. Got that drag step. You can't really speed him up or slow him down, but likes to play fast. Shooting the ball at a high level right now, man. He reminds me a lot of is it Bryce or Bruce? I think it's Bruce. Bruce Thornton.
Ohio State.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Play that Milton.
Yeah, play that Milton.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he reminds me of right now. A smaller guard, but very skilled. You could not ease up off it. It's gonna be a long night if you do. Let me scroll over, see the last tab. Just crafty, man. Shout out to the whole Woodward community, man. What's coach's name again?
Woodstock. Hold on. Let me find it.
Right.
I got it in my notes. Hold on. That is head coach Eric Blair.
Coach Blair, man. Shout out to Coach Blair, man.
I remember Camden was the star, was the fashion star.
Yeah. We can't forget about selling Ron Dunn. Tie belt.
Facts.
Nah, definitely, man. Shout out to Camden, shout out to Jamar, shout out to Coach Blair for sure. All right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, man. We got another one. We gotta look at Justin. I should have stayed on. Let me go back. Go back to Justin Cunningham from St. Francis. Man, had 18 assists. You know what I mean? In today's world, I thought it was refreshing. You don't see too many people being put on display, given a platform for going crazy with the assists. Which again, shout out to Land Sports Reels, man. Shout out to NGS. You know what I'm saying, for putting him on at St. Francis. Like I said, he had 18 assists at the Grayson New Year's Eve Classic, spreading out dimes like he's, you know what I'm saying, and giving them to President Roosevelt, the March of Dimes. And it's a knack, ladies and gentlemen. To be a high assist man, you got to be able to see things before they happen. Anticipating, bounce pass here. I think St. Francis is having a pretty solid year too. When we're going to see St. Francis play, Naj?
They play next Friday, actually. So let me know. I can come scoop, or if you want to meet midway, let me know.
But we got the ticket. Coach wanted us to. He wanted us to go to a game this year, so I told him, he's like, that's probably the biggest one they got. But I know, it's region play now, so all the big games is happening now. In terms of all the the preseason stuff, the big showcases are pretty much done now. It's just region ball before that region tournament and playoffs.
Nah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he'll be one to watch. Like you said, 18 assists. They're getting to. He just seems to always get into his little sweet spot. Nice little handle dribble creation, bringing in the defense in order to kind of set up the open man. Looks like a guy that always makes the right basketball play. You need that on the perimeter. Guy that's not selfish. You know what I'm saying? Always looking for teammates. That's what they got. So if we get able to go next Friday, he'll be one to watch definitely on Friday night. Going up against JT Scott. And obviously Shane Goins. That'll be one to watch.
100%. Yeah, we'll talk about JT here more in depth in a minute. But before we get off just the St. Francis program period, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Justin Cunningham out of St. Francis. St. Francis, man, has a big way of drawing in a young man from, where is he from? Middle East.
From Turkey.
From Turkey. That's right, from Turkey. So man, this while we show his highlights, man, just talk.
Ooh, nasty.
Talk to the draw that Georgia or Metro Atlanta basketball, you know what I mean, to bring in international players, which we seem to do kind of on the regular now.
Yeah, man. I would say that the game's global now. We all know that. We see about some of the NBA stars, but Metro Atlanta, it's a hub, bro. I know some people feel like, oh, well, Atlanta Hawks basketball isn't the biggest market, but Atlanta's a huge market, bro. Yeah. Say what you want, but these kids you can get put on the map quickly. I mean, we're gonna talk about more later here, but look at Caleb Wilson. You know what I'm saying? He was already, he was known around here, but he stayed home, played at Holy Innocents, did it like the old-fashioned way, and he's balling, having a Naismith, a Wooden Ward player type of a year. Outside of Cameron Boozer, right? We've seen a number of names making that we can turn to. Isaiah Collier, Stephon Castle, so many that have come here and been able to ball. And it's the platforms, brother. It's NGS Hoops, Next Generation Hoops. It's Atlanta Sports Reels. Gosh, I'm trying to think of some more that are big time here in Atlanta in the A. Yeah, Exclusive Productions. Like all those guys are big and putting these kids out and putting them on a platform. So I think the competition, is it the same as maybe what you see in some of the prep nationals? No, but I would say, Bacon, you got like probably prep nationals here, and I would say maybe like Atlanta Metro basketball with the DMV, all that stuff probably up here. You know what I'm saying? So not that far off. So when you coming over and you want to get exposure to that play and still play high level basketball, practically night in, night out, you have that. And I think that's why you being able to attract it. And then St. Francis being a private school, known for putting players into college, playing at a high level, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, my bad. I forgot Anthony Edwards, another name. Yep. So when you see all these people, I mean, that's the result you get.
Nah, facts. Kyle Sandy, you know what I mean? Who else is? But just the media presence period. Like a lot of people get, a lot of kids, parents, they get spoiled. that you don't have this type of media coverage everywhere, man. A lot of places you going, you just really putting yourself on. You got one news outlet, newspaper, and I mean to have so many people that's pouring into the community, pouring into schools, man. It's something that if we were to go tomorrow, you'd be missing. Like, oh, what's going on? But so I think to your point, that is correct. The media,
Another name,
above is big.
another name, real quick, Bacon. To your point, Kobe Landrew coming from
Kobe
Alabaster Thompson. Look what he then became. Right, we kept saying last year he's underrated. He's underrated. He's underrated. The dude is known everywhere now. 4-star prospect going to UConn. That's just one small example, right? Obviously, he didn't get it the first year. Obviously, it didn't happen for him fast. But within 2 years, 3 years, he's on the map. So that doesn't happen for everybody. But at the same time, there's a bigger reward, it seems like, here than it is compared to playing somewhere else.
Not facts. Speaking of him assisting too, Caitlin Landrews going crazy, 29 and 6 rebounds. I just saw this today. This is against Marietta.
And then they got that girl that's really good. What's her name? She's a
Marietta.
Yeah, do it. Yep.
Nah, facts. Yeah, she can go. This is actually my first time watching her play. Yeah, she play, man. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the girls' game of basketball, it's just getting a lot more fluid, man. That pull up is no hesitation. It's nasty. All right, come here, Leah. Turn around. Okay, step through. Give me the bucket. Oh, she's crafty.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. Shout out to the Landrew family, man. Shout out to the parents for believing in their children. You never know that state of Georgia's, you know what I'm saying, maybe the best place. I think they're from Mississippi, but you know what I mean, to bet on yourself like that, to whatever financial hardship they had to put themselves through. That's what it's all about in this lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, in always, because you got to really believe, but that's neither here nor there. But coming back closer to home, we'll look at Mays basketball. We haven't looked at, I don't think we looked at any APS too tough on these basketball podcasts, but man, nonetheless, Tiago Lee has been, and Mays, Tiago Lee and Mays, as they usually do. Mays keeps a good basketball team, but we're going to look at him and shine some light on him for doing this thing in the APS lane. So let me share my screen here in 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, courtesy of exclusive production, Tiago Lee gets busy, man. I believe a right-handed guard, right-handed wing, rebounder, athletic, can shoot the ball at a high level as well. So let's see.
Smooth jumper, no hesitation. Bacon, to your point, can spot up, can put the ball on the floor. Doesn't need a lot of space. Nice little pivot right there, as you guys can see. Creating room right there. Nice little in and out headsy dribble. Left hand finish and one bucket right there. It's getting to your spot. Step back. Walk. Easy money right there. On the corner, like I said, spot up. Easy money 3-ball shot. You know what I'm saying? Doing a little bit of everything, man. So player, like I said, we don't always talk about APS hoops, but one that can definitely play at a high level. One that's unselfish and a guy that, you know, teams across the class. I don't know what his recruiting looks like, but definitely a player that's long, athletic. Looks like he's about 6'5", 6'6", so definitely can do a bit of everything.
Nah, it definitely does look real lanky for sure. Would also say that I think what Coach Pearson said, I don't know if he said this on the show. I think he did say this on the show. The pool level talent in Georgia is so elite. You know what I mean? You could be, you know the top names. You know the Kobe Landrews. You know the other guard, Kevin Savage. You know what I mean? You know all these top level names, but there's so many players on any given night. Like the Shane Goins isn't as big of a name as it should be. The JT Scott's not as big of a name as it could be. So to my point is that there's so much talent around the metro area that's really under-scouted, and kudos to people like Exclusive Productions and Atlanta Sports Reels who went down there to see him. Gives them that ability to be seen. That was outside if you don't make it to state championship.
And to Bacon's point, remember, for the kids that do watch or are watching the show, you don't got to go Power 4. You know what I'm saying? You can go mid-major D1, bro. Like, you don't got to do it like that coming out of high school. There's so many opportunities for you. Go where you can go make a difference year one. and then you can go transfer up. So I just want to put that out there. There's a lot of elite players. If you're not necessarily, I guess, considered elite, go to mid-major, man, go ball out, and then the next year, man, go transfer. They're gonna be looking for guys all the time that can go contribute for certain things and schemes and systems. So I just challenge players to remember that as well.
100%. Matter of fact, brother, since we I would consider ourselves recruiting gurus, you know how to put players on, but just through our platform, you know what I mean, we've been blessed to have something like that. But for the players that don't have necessarily media following them, but they have a phone, they have an iPhone or whatever the device they have, what would you tell them to create their own buzz?
I say stay down, man. Stay down, keep working. Not everything you do has to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? Not everything you have to do be on camera. I'll put that out there as well. Like some of the work you're doing, and, you know, in the background, you ain't gotta always put that out unless you want to, but you always gotta put that out. But I would say to put yourself on. I say just continuing to use Instagram. I mean, I think Instagram is the platform for hoops. Humbly, I mean, no disrespect to X and Twitter and everything. I just don't think that's the platform. I think Instagram is the platform for hoops. You see kids go crazy. We seen Nasir Anderson blow up this past summer. Right, he was known, but I mean, like really blew up. 5-star prospect, Tennessee, Kentucky. I think he said Georgia recruiting him real hard right now, according to Joe Tipton. So I think that's the key, man. Use the platforms that's gonna get you on. Maybe even use a little bit of TikTok. TikTok is so organic. You know, maybe throw a couple hoop mixtapes on there, a minute long. I'll put it on there. You know what I'm saying? You know, put your film. Try to talk to coaches, DM coaches as much as you can. You're gonna have to use X for that. So you're gonna have to you don't have to like kind of use all them platforms at one, man. I hate to say it. Instagram to put yourself out there to get kind of known. Twitter to kind of DM coaches your film and show what you're doing. And I would say staying active. I could do a better job of it. I know Bacon, me, and you both challenge ourselves for that. But doing a post a month, a post every week, just something small. Hey, I picked up this win and so and so. Tagging on the right accounts that's gonna retweet and like your stuff, right? Don't always tag accounts that ain't gonna do that, but the accounts that'll be able to see your stuff and put you out there. Getting edits from people that's gonna put you on the map, I would say. So I know me and Bacon haven't gotten there just yet with our hoops platform in terms of we can put a player out and kind of put them on. I definitely know our football platform is like that. So, you know, I would say like that would be my advice.
Nah, great advice, brother. Soon it's already there, brother. It's already there. We already walking in it, man. Hoops podcast is the biggest podcast in the world, man. Facts. But I would also add on to that is another big one is, oh my God.
That's a hell of a hit. Watch it. It's a hell of a hit. Yeah.
We on X. You gotta that hit was crazy, but my point is when you're on X, you see the people who retweeted other players who you feel like who was on the same caliber as you or just above, and you see the recruiting pages or recruiting writers who have also retweeted that player's post. Take those people and you add them as well. That's game for sure. That's gonna do wonders for you, man. So that's like a minute a game there for the free, man. Most people we charge for this game. I just play. We don't charge for this game. 100%. We should charge for that game, but that's for the free ski, man. But let's see what else we got on the topic list. We talked about Tiago Lee, man. So let's go ahead and do the film review on JT Scott, man, from Mount Perrin. Electric young man. Do you want to do the mid-season or do you want to do the games? I think you added in the mid-season.
Yeah, you do mid-season.
All right. Again, big shout out to Coach Chuck, man. Good folk, man. He said, man, we had the show on in the office. We watched. I said, Coach, y'all got the show in the office. He said,
yeah, I mean, telling you, they especially Coach Watt. Coach Watt like, yo, what's going on, man? You did doing the show. He hit me up. I was like, man, this really Bacon show. I just help him put it together. So I'll be waiting on Bacon. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, man, we love what you do. He was like, this is great for basketball. He's like, nobody else is doing what y'all doing.
Nah, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, Coach. I know Coach hit me up and said, man, just keep going. I said, we got you. We back on the 8th. He said, all right, man. I said, we got you. So, man, Coach, if you're watching, that was a moment for you, man. And I had a joke for Coach Chuck at the beginning of the show about the Hawks, but maybe we'll spin back to it in the basketball section. But this is JT Scott, man. I know Coach is telling me, man, he been running JT at the 5 now. I said, Coach, man, JT he's only 6'1". But he said, yeah, babe, but JT is gritty, man. He's somebody I can trust down there. He's gonna rebound with the big guys. It's already a limitless game. Not limitless, positionless game anyway. So man, we're gonna see, man. Mount Bethel, St. Francis isn't as big, but if I do get to go see them, man, these highlights blurry.
Are you able to make it bigger?
Yeah, I got you. Still blurry. But this is better though. Okay, man, look at the switch. The switch lay.
Yeah, switch lay was nasty. Right there. Nice jump shot, pull up, dribble. Right there, getting to his sweet spot. Nice float over the defender.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Somebody got it. I don't know what his office is looking like, but
right there,
it's high level basketball.
Right there, here come that double, sees it, steps out of it. Nice dribble, nice shot. Nice job repositioning yourself. All right, catch and shoot dribble. Bucket.
It's in Buford now. This is Buford? Maybe not. No, this is not Buford.
Right there. Look. Nice little pull up again. Catch and shoot. No hezzy. Right there. Nice crossover to the left. Finishing over the right over the defender. Good lay in. Right here. A little spot up. Dribble. Ooh, and one.
Oh, this is Harrison.
Right there.
He got some significant hang time to his game.
Mm-hmm.
Good pass.
Bounce pass.
Ooh.
Right there to the right, shelling off the defender. Good bounce pass on the inside. Nice lay.
Let me see if I can back that up. I don't want that to go over people's head. Back it a little more. It's gonna come down. This is what we're talking about when we say you can't speed them up or speed any guard up. Come on now, zoom in for me. It's that Jalen Brunson bag. Come on now, zoom in for me. I guess I should just left it where it was at, huh, Naj? I'm trying to be Mr. Specific. All right, there we go.
Oh, good step back.
3-level score. This is against Woodward, I believe. I think did they beat Woodward?
No, like Mill Creek.
Oh, he said where?
No, like Mill Creek.
Oh, this is Mill Creek. I've never been. No, this is Berkmar here. Been in this gym. I don't lie, fam. We going to some clear highlights.
Acting like I'm done with the squinting, man.
Yeah, man. We gotta go. We got to see what's going on here, man. We picking and choosing. I think that's him.
Right. Yeah, this was better. Ooh, that was nasty. Gets a little post shot. Right there, nice dribble pull up, getting to the right side. Nice elite dribble right there, getting to that box of that zone. Good
Right.
pull up, Jay. Step back. Money. Ooh, look at the crossover. Ooh. That was a college level move right there.
Man, he's high level, man.
Very high level. Right, getting him with the up fake right there. They're finishing over 2 in the paint. Let him know about it after.
Oh, man, you saw that pass, brother.
Great pass. Right there. Nice dribble pull. And that's underrated. I know analytics and stuff say don't take that shot. That's a great shot, though. In rhythm.
Dribble pull up.
Yeah, man. Dribble pull up was lethal right there. See? That's a good shot because the defender closes in, pull up. You're taller, faster, stronger. Right here, a little pull up on the 3.
Rhythm shot, man. Elbow, short corner jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in true McConnell Gym, NAIA basketball.
Facts. Right there. Nice. Ooh, look at the jelly. Came with the right, finished with the left.
Oh,
Right there. Ooh, crossover, shake and bake with the left. Oh, a little bit of English. Another dribble pull up over to the smaller defender. Too easy. Ooh, right there. Little hezzy. Crossover to the right. Jumper.
Hey,
Schley.
I like this gym. Real small, not small, real intimate gym here. I know it gets rocking.
Right there, just creating off the bounce, getting to a spot and one. That was definitely a foul. Right there. Little head fake, still get to his spot.
It's against Padilla.
Uh-huh.
Hillgrove.
Right there goes against the screen, gets to that left flank of the court. Right there, nice little dribble. Crossover with that space. And one.
Nah, Coach sitting on the goal, man. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye on Mount Perrin. Coach said, man, we're a team. We get better as the season progresses. So they get ready to hit a 4-game gauntlet stretch. They're going to hit Mount Bethel, Mount Vernon, who just talked about St. Francis. I think one more. I think, did they play the Walker School too?
I think so.
4-game gauntlet stretch, man. I won't be surprised they come out of that thing playing 500 ball.
Another nice dribble pull up. Same thing, set your feet. And he has such a great shot motion. Like, just looks like always in rhythm. It ain't rushed. Takes his time. Hey, that's an elite player to me. That's an 8 film. I don't see much more. He ain't the biggest man, but that player, he can play.
Man, what? 6'1", 161, 160, class 127. He might get a couple more inches to be 6'3", 6'4.
Right. So, who's to know? That was in March, so he could have grown by then too.
So, man, we're gonna I mean, I know a couple coaches, you know what I'm saying? We're going, like I said, we're going the coach relationship thing in basketball. Really know some folk. We're gonna keep that on the low.
Yeah.
I'm saying we you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boys. Holla at your boys.
We'll know more during the AAU circuit, stuff like that. We'll know more during the GBCA live. Me and Bacon might even get a little hotel or something, stay down there for the weekend and get some of that money on. You know what I'm saying? And put these kids on the map. And because that's really where the relationships be at for real. You know what I'm saying? The GBCA live. So I might even do that for 2 days in and out.
Right.
What we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be coaches galore. Even coaches come up to me, was asking me about stuff last time we went. So we might do that. And it's a bunch of hotels right by the little gym. So a little work trip or something.
Nah, facts, man. We know anybody know Sean. We're gonna hit OTR heavy this spring, summer, whatever you want to say. So if anybody know Sean, let them know, man. Or just just ask him to bless us with media passes. You know what I mean? Because we will come in there guerrilla style and be like, hey, we here, this is who we are. And no, we don't know y'all, and we'll still finesse our way in. But to do it correctly, we're extending out the olive branch.
Right.
What's going on, Pop Everhart, man? See you in the comments, brother. Appreciate you tuning in as always. And I see, man, I'm gonna let you, you know what I'm saying, segue this one in. I don't think I added Xavier Butler, man, but what do you like about Xavier Butler from North Cobb Christian?
Yeah, man, I got a little reel, so I'm gonna set this up. Coach Wallace sent this to me, so we supposed to have them on the show next week, Bacon. They didn't want to do this week because they have a big region game. They're trying to lock in, but that's our guest for next week, brother. So you can pretty much lock that in, brother. But let's watch this film. I wanted to break it down here real quick.
All right.
This is OTR. Shout out to On the Radar Hoops. Do a phenomenal job. I'm gonna reload the page. Can you see that, Bacon?
Oh yeah, you good, brother.
Okay, cool. Make sure you can see that nice little jumper right there. Long athletic right there, getting to the rim, finishing through contact. Nice lay, ball on the floor, good behind the back dribble. Solid pass. Right there, staying active on the glass. Good finish. Good paint presence right there, out there on the post. Drawing 2, finding an open man, unselfish basketball right there. Right there, kind of facing up your man, moving to the left, finishing through contact, too easy. And then see to stand, boom, defense right there, good block. Throwing a little outlet pass to his teammate. Nice little jump shot. in rhythm, crashing the glass again. Just too easy, man. Boy's too small for him on the inside.
How tall is he, man?
Look good 6'5", 6'6" to me.
Facts.
Maybe taller. And one finish again. Yeah, we seen this part. Yep. All right, let's see. It was one more I wanted to hit. That's Xavier Butler. Nice film though. Did a really good job.
I think it's an advantage for smaller guards are growing to wings, bigs. Seeing the same thing with Anthony Davis. A lot of people forget he played point guard in high school. Was single like 6'2", 6'3". Crazy growth spurt. Gives you an advantage because you get to play in the post. You get to know how to bang down there. Excuse me.
Exactly.
You know, you just have a diverse skill set. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
100%. All right, let's look at the last one. Bacon. This is Jordan Wiseman. Right there. Nice little 3 pull-up J right there.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the right. Nice little head fake. Step through. Nice basket. Nice layup. Nah, North Carolina Christian.
I'm talking about the red team.
Yeah, that was Cherokee. Yep. Right there. Easy little finish. Nice layup with the right hand. Aggressive. Same thing. Too small. Too easy. And obviously, I think that's the 3 from what we seen earlier, man. But solid little game.
Again.
Huh?
Let it run through one more time.
Okay.
I really like that move right there. That's tough. That's high level.
Yeah, just big body on the inside. You can just tell, man, those guys are a little bit bigger than the team they playing, but are very aggressive.
Yeah.
I think that's Decatur, actually, who they playing.
Tequila.
Oh, Tequila. Thank you for that. I thought it was Decatur. Thank you for that, Tequila.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I think got a nice game, though.
Nah, facts.
Nice game. But nah, I just wanted to hit those 2. Coach sent me those, so I wanted to verify, watch that over with you. Appreciate the 3 people tuning in, man, to the basketball pod, man. Hit us down below, man. We back officially, so we'll be live every Thursday, man. So our boys stay tapped in, man. We'll have some guests next week as well.
Did y'all do one on the kid from Maine? Yeah, we did one on the kid from Maine's, brother. It's a little earlier. Did a little earlier in the show. So if you're on YouTube, whenever you go on YouTube to watch the show, I mean, just go back. But yeah, I think last name Lee. Kid can go for sure.
Tiago is a couple seconds before this. It'll be after Justin Cunningham. He'll be the next one. So probably about the 25-minute mark. You can kind of find it. Help you out. So you got to be scrolling.
Nah, yes, I seen the fire emojis. Appreciate you tuning in again, brother. But yeah, man, North Carolina Christians, they're responsible for a lot of hoops. I know Kamai Young, Pebblebrook, I think might be the all-time leading scorer or something like that. But Kamai Young started out at North Carolina Christian before he transitioned to Pebblebrook. So North Carolina Christian has got a stable, nursing stable, if you will, for building some of tomorrow's big-time hoopers in the state of Georgia. All right. Transitioning to women's basketball. Just want to, shine some light on the team here in Georgia. The Noonan Cougars are off to an 11-1 start. This is the best start or best season they've had, I believe, all time. So definitely want to shout out those young ladies and give them a platform, man. So let's go straight to the stats, man. Jemiah Pritchett, definitely one of the most underrated girls in the state, averaging 19 points right now. Last 3 or 4 games, she's finished with 20 plus points. Oh, this is the boys, but she's finished with 20 plus in the last 3 to 4 games. Got Jemiah George. I mean, she's doing her thing. I think she's standing like 5'8", you know what I mean? Real crafty with the ball in her hands. Knows how to get down here, can shoot the ball in the corner when hot. So as you see, 11-1. They got Morrow Friday. That's going to be a big game for them, man. When you look at the schedule, they've already beat Lithia Springs, Villa Rica, Whitewater Central. You know what I mean? Schools. People are like, man, these teams ain't really, you know what I mean? They're a little light. Yeah, you look at McIntosh. They play a good brand of basketball, but I agree Morrow's going to be the biggest one. But when you look, when you see them play, like I said, Janiyah Pritchard, you got Riley Cleveland, another promising guard there. I've already mentioned Jemiah George. You know what I mean? These girls are for real. Let that be known, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to play defense. They got a little grit to them. I seen them in practice. These girls get up at 5 a.m. No, practice is at what time is practice on Thursday? Like 6? 5:40, 6 in the morning. You know what I mean? So, with Coach, she's going to be mad if she watches this. Not just say I'm not the best with names in the past, but moving forward, we're doing better. But Coach Sabaka, man, she's really, you know what I'm saying, rebuilding that culture. She's been doing it for a while. Was assistant coach when she first came to the school. Now head coach. Really turning over a new leaf, man. So if you see the city of Noonan girls coming to your town, man, your team has to be ready because they're gonna play. They're gonna play all 24 minutes, all 32 minutes, excuse me, and they're gonna shoot the ball at a high level. You know what I mean? They're gonna touch the ball interiorly. You know what I mean? With everything. So just be tuned, and be tapped in for Noonan basketball.
Great job by you too, brother. I want to give you a shout out before we move on. You're doing a great job covering, I think, both the boys and the girls, giving like a really inside look, baking onto what programs are doing, how they're looking, and I think it's going to be good for you because you kind of have an inside track into what's making them so good this year, especially if they go on a Final Four run or they make the state championship. Baking, I mean, that's huge for you because you're covering them kind of when they're on the come up. Nobody probably thought Noonan would be that good. Only one loss in 12 games, so I wanted to give you a shout out, brother, using your platform to continue to put them out there, and hope your work continues with them, and continue to put them out there on that stage, brother. And like I said, all those girls can play. To Jemiah Pritchard's looked up her game, very, very aggressive, can create for herself, nice dribble, good handle. Lauren Cooper's another one, a really good player. So they fill with talent. Only thing will be just the experience factor. I don't know how experienced they are, but when you get into playoffs and you're playing some of those top teams, in the 5A classification, you know, those girls can go. So just will experience play a factor? Will that hurt them, or will they be good to go? That's the only probably question that they have.
Nah, fact. Also, Destiny Colquitt, number 22, junior this year. By far, man, well, hot, man. Definitely, she's one of the better shooters in the state of Georgia for sure. I want to call her Rah, man, but I'm trying to give her a real name, but I do not remember her number. But I tell you, man, if you seen the mini dot, man, the one with the footwork where the music was going when the music started, man, she can be something special, bro. But yeah, man, definitely want to put appreciate the shout out too, brother. But yeah, this one that's
I'll be tapped into the content.
for real. Man, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, appreciate it. So we're gonna next we're gonna transition into, man, who is the best hooper on the South Side? Lauren Cooper from Woodward Academy, CC Dennis from Creekside, or Morgan Reckley from Sandy Creek?
We'll go CC Dennis for me. I just feel like her game has been really good for a while, and I feel like she's always added an extra piece, which just kind of had that evolution. Brought, I think, the first ever state championship to Creekside, in their program history last year, I believe it was, and her game is just special. I can't wait to see who's going to recruit her. We've seen how Kate Harper blew up as a part of Adidas basketball. I hope the same for CC Dennis. She's really elite, and a very special talent and a player. So hopefully she gets to continue to have the shot. No disrespect to the other two girls. They can play at a high level. I just think CC Dennis is top tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. CC Dennis is the best hooper top to bottom. This is Lauren Cooper right here. You know what I mean? Obviously, Morgan and CC have a lot more probably visibility. But Lauren Cooper is tough, man, out of Woodward Academy. Just, you know what I mean, she can shoot the ball very well. I think a very, very sophisticated game gets down here right there. You know what I mean? Crafty scorer. I like the game, but I gotta agree with you, man. CC is her for sure. Let me see if I can pull up her film real quick. I feel like I've scrolled a little too far. Charlie. No, I haven't. Yeah, we scrolled a little too far. What's good, bros? At my side job was just not seeing. You might get we might get exclusive production. Probably could see a screen, so you probably just saw the message. But yeah, CT's. I mean, all three girls are. You know what I'm saying, they got the mentality for it, man. But to me, she just got a little more. She's got a little more in the tank. Shooting the ball from like 30 there.
More intensity too. I like how she played both ends of the floor. You know what I'm saying?
That was a deciding factor. I mean, she plays a little more. She plays more defense than Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I think Morgan's just more of a scorer right now in her development. But like I said, she's got a little more grit, man. She's got a little more tenacity to her game. Come on, man. Come on, man. Who do you think she plays like, man? Has it dawned on you yet? For me, it hasn't really clicked.
I think she's unique in her own right. I think both of them are, Morgan and Dennis. I think Dennis has got her own little special game. I don't think she really plays like anybody, if I'm humbly honest. Like Juju's a bigger forward, 6'7", 6'6", I think she is. I don't think she plays like any of them. Hannah Hidalgo, not really.
No Danny Carnegie?
No Danny Carnegie, even though she can hoop. Nah, I think she got her own different spin to her game. I think she's very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Dennis is just unique.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna have to go see. I'm gonna have to go see Creekside play.
At least it ain't that far ride from me yet. Creekside not
Yeah.
that far from Noonan. You know what I'm saying? So you can always go down there. Just hit up Miss Troy.
Oh, you know?
Nah, Miss Troy is the athletic director.
Oh, that's why I was trying to say. If you know it, brother, we can be in on your call. Bless you, brother.
Thank you. Nah, that's Miss Troy. Like she'll usually let you get in. She see your face enough.
I heard that. I see you around the way in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all keep repping the kids. They all need positive exposure they can get. It's different. It's definitely a different world of recruiting right now for sure. We're trying to do our part, brother. I must have just scored. What's the score? 10, 17. Is it 17-0? 17-10? Okay, it's a good game.
Good game. Mm-hmm.
It's a good game.
Don't worry, you. I'm watching during halftime. Had to get the pod in at halftime. Don't worry. Next week we locked in with the pod with the hoops though, because it won't be no college football. College football done on Monday.
Not on Monday. My guys, man. Appreciate
what
you.
What up, bro? One of our biggest supporters, man. We appreciate you around the way, man. I'm probably have to start collabing with you on some posts too, man. Some of these college players I'm getting, man. Get your brand. Your brand already out there, brother. Your brand already out there, but get you a lot there. Aiken got one. I be getting some. So yeah, brother. We appreciate your support, bro. We're trying to go crazy 2026, man. So we appreciate the support for sure. Gotta get you back on soon too, my guy.
Just had a birthday today. Just had D Alfred on the show, man. Shout out to y'all. What y'all got going on, man? We had the flip, not the flip, but the transfer portal breaking news about the Colorado play. That's big, man.
And I don't think not even what a year in, right?
Yeah, not even a year in. Correct us if we're wrong, bro. Y'all doing y'all thing.
That's crazy. Jimmy, what up?
What's up, my guy Jimmy?
We talking hoops, man. We talking the hoops.
The fact that he came in and said 10-17 bring squad, bro.
Oh my gosh, George. But Jimmy ain't even tuning in on Monday. He know Monday the football pod though. He tuned in on Thursday.
He need this Monday, Jimmy, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You gonna lose some body points, man.
Yeah, man. What is you doing, Jimmy? You probably tuning in on Mondays, man. Now we brought college football back. You know, we letting the people, you know what I'm saying, get their little break and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the season being over, you know what I'm saying. We'll probably return to the same lineup when the season start back, man. But yeah, Jimmy, tap in, man.
Yeah, Jim down on that I ain't gonna get on my Julian vibe. Down on that Columbus water. Y'all gotta come now fast. I've been seeing Griffin, man. Was it KJ visuals? I've been tapping in. I've been seeing Amy. I've been collabing, man. That's big. Yeah, y'all an hour away, fam. That's be the only thing about Griffin. But hey, family. But we got to nurture that relationship, man. We got to nurture that relationship. Is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, let's get back to the timeline. And like I said, man, appreciate y'all being active in the comments. If you got any questions about any basketball things, if you want to ask us about Trae Young, any NBA, any high school, any college, hit us in the chat. But I did gloss over one thing. I didn't go to Kyle. We gotta look at these rankings Kyle's put out, man. Shout out to Kyle Sandy. We gotta try to get Kyle on the show. I need to reach out.
Yeah, you got a better relationship there, brother.
He said what?
I said you got a better relationship there.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Carver Columbus. Nah, Carver, yeah. Now, facts. Carver Columbus basketball team is legit. I've been seeing y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. I respect game. But let's see. Let's just share screen and go right in. Can y'all win? Can y'all win the state championship though, Jimmy? Answer me that though, brother. Can y'all win the state championship? So we're gonna start off 3A Class A private Hebron. No surprise there. St. Francis Holy Innocents. though with the new first year head coach. I can't remember her name, but the head coach has been there for a while. She's now head coach somewhere else. But that just tells you the type of culture they got at Holy Innocents, man. So no surprise to see that top 3. Mount Perrin, top 10, man. Trinity Christian. Shout out Miss Lady Grooms doing her thing. Coming from where she come from? Landmark Christian. Bryan County, man. Shout out to South Georgia, man. Shout out to the girls down there, man. That's my old stomping ground. Putnam County, girls and boys. Putnam County. We're gonna try to get Nick on the show. I need to hit Nick up. So shout out Putnam County, man, doing it on both sides of the spectrum. Luella girls, man, doing the thing. Sandy Creek, top 4 and 3A. Monroe's always good. So yeah, man, shout out to Sandy Creek, shout out to Luella Hoops. Marist, you know what I mean? We just talked about Kate Harping, you know what I mean? Kale's girls, Stars Mills girls are legit. I really got a girl that's doing her big one. Creekside top 5, who we just talked about earlier. But I know you talked about Kate Harping earlier, man. Is there anything you want to add for the viewers purposes?
Yeah, she committed to North Carolina. I haven't really seen her this year. Be real with you, I haven't followed the high school scene as much as I did last year. Just been busy. To be 100% honest with y'all. But I know, like, the difference is they trying to win a ring. I know she got Kim Hickson as her head coach. Different caliber of a team this year. And I want to shout out Kale too. Kind of back on the map. A few years they were dealing with some young girls. And trying to figure it out, but it looks like their coach got them back on track, and playing at a high level, and they ranked number 2 in that poll. So good for Kale, getting back right.
Nah, facts. So we'll look at 5. River Ridge, no surprise there. Milton, Wood Academy. We just talked about their player Langston top 10, man. You can count on Bacon being there for when Noonan plays Langston. So stay tuned for that. 6A North Paulding, number 1. Newton girls are very good. I think we did watch highlights on their point guard with a couple weeks ago, where I seen them 1 or 2. But Newton, Buford's got some girls that play for Southeastern Stars, that 3SSB team. So Buford's tough. We already know what Grayson is. Carrollton keeps a bunch, man. Them girls is greedy down there in Carrollton. Westlake girls, that's a historic program. Not sure about Etowah and the rest. But let's switch to the boys, man. Run through it. We know about the Walker School, man. Shout out Coach Brick, Mount Vernon, man. That's gonna be a box office matchup waiting to happen. Well, I said the top 4. It's really top 5. We just looked at North Cobb, but definitely these 3 here. Green Forest has a guard that's very underrated. But yeah, I mean that's gonna be a big one. I think this ranking is to the T. Lovett just had a heated game. I think it came down to the wire with Holy Innocents. Not gonna lie, do not, you know what I mean? Not too well versed on the down south Georgia teams, man. Outside of Bryan County and a couple of historic franchises. I mean, historic teams. Putnam County, like I said, number one on the boys side. Week 9 weeks strong for them. Commerce, man, home or Coach Daniel resides in Commerce, Georgia. Stop me if you see anything that you want to talk about. Nah, I'm just really going through them. Let's see, Baldwin, no surprise there. Another historic. I keep saying, I want to say franchise historic team. Always getting it done out of this. That's a fan area,
Millersville.
Millersville area. Sandy Creek, Cedar Grove, Douglas. Douglas has been doing their thing. Troup County, top 10 this year. For a North Oconee, Justin Wise, St. Pius, man, Jonesboro, man, another team. Got to go see that team is talented. I won't be surprised to see Jonesboro really possibly win a state championship this year. The boys is really doing it. If you haven't seen Cortez Redding play the game of basketball, whether in person or highlights, Cortez can pass that ball, man. No lie, I think that's the first sport he played, right? Was basketball. They had to convince him to come on the gridiron.
Yeah, he's a dog. I think John Tavis is playing with them too. I had seen he posted some highlights, some pictures. So he's playing with them as well, man. So yeah, definitely gonna have to check out the Jonesboro game. Number 3 ranked in obviously this poll. We know about Norfolk Coney and what they're able to do with Justin Wise. They've been playing at a high level. St. Pius is a really well-rounded team. Can make the argument they should be number 1. But what they've been doing so far this season, Southwest DeKalb is also another loaded team. A little bit slept on. Mays, we just talked about with Tiago Lee, number 6. Yep. So I think that shows a lot as well. Tucker, number 10, is having a pretty good year as well. Shout out to their coach.
All right, for sure. So just talked about Griffin a little bit as well. 5A.
You got this comment. Hold on, Bacon. I want to show you.
Oh, I ain't even looking at the chat.
Jimmy, he said we finally got a center at Hawks. Well, a big man, not a true center. LOL. I know you're a Hawks fan.
We did?
That's what he said.
All right, man. Let me know something. You think Jonesboro can win 4A, even with they lost them both? Oh, that's right. Well,
now I heard through a grapevine, unless it changed, I heard through the grapevine that Tez is not going. He's going to play basketball. From what I heard through an inside source, I heard he's not leaving until afterwards. The school year is over, so he's going to be there in the summer. From what I heard on Cortez, John Tavis is one that could be leaving, but again, he posted some of his stuff on Instagram, so I feel like John Tavis is going to play too. I know Miami and the CFP right now is the game we're watching. But we'll see. I know he should be early enrollee. Probably John Tavis is going to lose, but I think Cortez is going to play.
And that's how you
per source.
You hate to miss John Tavis. You know what I'm saying? John Tavis is real ferocious on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously athletic. You know what I mean? He can run because that's a 10 that likes to get up and down. Ooh, Anthony Davis. Who do we give up, Jimmy? Please don't tell me we gave up nothing important. I hopefully you tell me you'll give up that boy Infally Dante and whoever else. But I mean, I don't mind Anthony Davis, man, because we got a lot. But if we gave up too much, that's gonna be a problem. John Tay.
Looking to see if it was anybody. I know they were interested in him.
John Tay leaving. He put last 5 on IG. Last 5. Oh, he put last 5 on. Oh, okay. Good. Reading the tea leaves, man. Journalism at its finest by Around the Way Sports.
Oh, you asked me. I heard that the Hawks are interested in Anthony Davis. Now with Trae Young being gone, likely they're going to trade for him. What I heard. How soon that is, we'll obviously find out what the Mavs are going to give up, so on and so forth. But yeah, I definitely think that's a strong possibility.
Griffin Jonesboro plays, so that's going to be good. At Jonesboro, at Griffin.
I think they might be in the same region, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, same region. But Gainesville 5A, Gainesville top, rightfully so. Decatur though, I like Decatur. I'm not leaning either way from Gainesville or Decatur, but I just know, man, with Tobias Brinkley, I mean, that team's gonna be tough to beat. Coach Rio, I like Decatur.
I think this Gainesville year, man. I think they've been building up to it. Shout out to Coach Gibbons. We had him on the show. Hey, remember back when they had a couple guys on the show, and their team's doing real well this year.
That's fact.
Coach Gibbons, he was big. I ended up getting him in the Corky Kell to play that event. Obviously, I knew what I was doing. And as you can see, you know, they're one of the best teams in the state. You laughing? I'm dead serious. It's the reason why I had them in it. Like I put all that together myself. So that was huge for them. But yeah, really good team. They went to Grayson New Year's Classic and beat Cedar Grove, bro.
Yeah.
I think it was. So Gainesville got a little squad down there. I think I don't want to say they're a lot to win the ship, but they definitely probably be one of the tougher teams to beat. Woodstock could be a team that pulls off some upsets.
Yeah.
In that combo, you can't sleep on Woodward Academy. I know they're still figuring it out. They got the Hayes brothers and Bentley Lewiscano, a lot of talent. They can get hot too, but I feel you. Decatur does have a really good team.
Facts. They had really. I mean, I see that's obviously still working through it, but you know, I mean, that's a battle tested coaching staff, man. They're gonna. It can go either way in 5A, man. But I don't, you know what I mean? Milton, but yeah, it's a 5A is a gauntlet. We'll leave it at that.
And can't sleep on Tri-Cities either. I know they're having a tough year.
Yeah.
But can't sleep on them. They still got Trae Keys, Jalen Wingfield. I know they're 3-8, but can't sleep on them either.
Yeah. 6A, it's pretty much Will's championship. Not even to lose Will's championship. But Grayson, like we talked about, Marcus Curry, McKeitron, Hillgrove, Pebblebrook, Tequila, Berkmar, Cherokee, Brookwood, Westlake. It's good. I like Hillgrove and McKeitron. I even like Grayson, even though I haven't seen a lot of Grayson outside of Marcus. But I mean, it's gotta be Willis championship to lose. That's just me. Jerron Salisbury, Kevin Savage, Coleman Landrew.
Their whole starting five has D1 offers.
Yeah,
So,
whole starting five. Walk into a championship. But let's get back to that. I want to go back and touch on the rankings. Let's see. That's all the WBB. So we're gonna switch to college basketball real quick, and we're gonna get you in and out probably just as halftime comes back from the break. But we appreciate y'all tapping in with us on this Thursday evening. So college basketball. Look at Georgia, the top 25 this season. Having a solid season. Jeremiah Wilkinson leading the scorer. Everybody knows Jacob Wilkins by now, averaging 7 points per game. Blue Kane has been doing his thing. Big wins over Georgia Tech. We'll say that for the sake of the podcast that we run. Close overtime loss to Clemson. Big win over Florida State. Not ranked, but Florida State is a solid team. Good win over Auburn. Lost to Florida at Florida. But so 10-2 or 11-2, 13-2, excuse me, at this point in the season. I think Georgia will be just fine. I just think being on the road, Florida is a high-level team. Could have been some nerves there, obviously playing in the unfamiliar gym. But I think Georgia has done a good job of turning this program around. So, Naj, do you think that Georgia will be able to rebound after a 20-plus point loss to the Gators?
Yeah, losing by 15. Obviously that's a big win for Florida. That's a quad one win for them over Georgia. So that's massive. I did like them being able to beat Auburn. In overtime, big win for them. Jeremiah Wilkinson dropped 31 in that one. A lot more scores. They should be able to rebound. They play South Carolina. They just got to continue to pick up these wins. When you're playing in this SEC play, ACC play, you got to continue to pick up wins. But I do think Georgia's serious. I think they have turned around that program. Last year they made the tournament with Asa Newell. Now they're back. Good pickups in the offseason. They did lose a guard to UConn, but they picked up, Wilkinson, who's playing at a high level. Blue Kane's playing good. Soda Cyril, he's playing at a high level as well. So I think they should be fine. If they continue to pick up some wins in the SEC, they should do just fine.
I agree. I think Michigan I like Michigan to win it all this year. But yeah, Jake, yeah, that's Kareem Stagg too, man. It's just a good roster top to bottom, man. So like I said, a big credit to Coach White for turning this program around, turning it into some respectful. They had a good year last year. Ace Newell arguably could have made a tournament last year, but this year I believe they will leave, no doubt. So to switch to go to the opposite end of the spectrum of old fashioned hate. We gotta look at Tech, man. Do we think it's another year that's gonna go down the drain for the Yellow Jackets? I'm just about to be there. But that was, I mean, if you lose to Syracuse, if you lose to Syracuse barely, I give the program more grace, but to lose by I think 12 or more, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't think they lost by that much.
They must have came back.
Yeah, they definitely came back. They were down by 20.
Yeah, we're down by 20.
But they came back. Their defense stepped up. They did lose by 10, though. You're right. I'll say this: going there and being at the games, it's tough because they're missing some pieces, right? Mohamed Silla's been out with an injury. Bay Dongo's been in and out of the lineup a little bit, and they're having to depend on other players. The front court is solid. It could be a little bit better. I think the guard play has increased a little bit. The difference, Bacon, is Georgia Tech can really lock in and play high level defense. Like you go look at that second half, they down by 20. They closed that deficit Bacon all the way to 6 points. Like they was within striking distance. A couple of bad possessions and the game gets kind of out of their hands. So I will say, healthy and whole, they're gonna be a tough team. I mean, I think the Duke game woke up me, Bacon. I mean, you went on the road and you hit Duke in the mouth, and you only lost by 6 points. So it's there for them. They got to pick up some. You got to start picking up some wins. Like you got Miami Saturday. You need to win that game. That's a quad one victory. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday, I think you'll be back. You'll play Pitt. So they got to start stacking wins, right? And this kind of, I want to say, easier part of the schedule, but now is the time to start stacking wins and getting some quad one wins on your resume. Because I think the ACC got the best conference right now in college basketball. I think 13 teams or 12 teams are in the net 70, right? And that's the net rankings. That's not the only metric, but it's one of the main metrics that they use to measure if you qualify for a tournament. So it's plenty of teams that they're gonna face this year that can pick up wins. Like Virginia looks good. That's a one. UNC, you know what I'm saying? Miami on Saturday. So I would say not just yet. The offense is not the best or more fluid, Bacon, but when you got the level of defense they have and they're locked in and loaded, they can win games. And I think he needs to deploy more what he did in the second half of the game against Syracuse where they had success. They were playing full court ball pressure. And they created turnovers, they created negative plays, and allowed them to get back into the basketball game. You know what I'm saying? And I would say Akai, Jaden Mustaf, their ability to go and draw fouls and draw contact when going to the rim, I think is what makes them potent because they didn't have that last year, Bacon. They would just keep chucking threes. These guys, like legit, I always see Akai grab the ball. He trying to get to the cup. He trying to get to his spot. He's not always draining them, but his aggressiveness on the attack is what makes him different, which is why he starts as a freshman. And guys like Cam Craft is barely getting minutes on the court. You know what I'm saying? He prides himself on defense. So, and then Mustaf, bro, is guarding 1 through 4 now. You know what I'm saying? So I'd say just a level of consistency, brother. I can't say just yet that this is a disappointing season because they're right there at 10-6. If they can rattle off 8 victories, 8-10 in this next 10-game stretch, they're right there, bro. And you still got the ACC tournament. So they're going to be a tough out. They just got to pick up some wins for sure.
That's a fact. They got to pick up some wins, man. They got to pick up some wins. I just looked at the schedule. You still, like you said, you still got Louisville, still got UNC, you got Virginia, you got Miami coming up. You got to execute.
Yeah.
Syracuse was a winnable game.
Yes.
You come out there, like you said, be down 20 at one point. It's just tough for the morale of the viewer and the people who cover the game. Like cover the game. Yeah, we got to do our job, but it could be a little more enjoyable. Quasi Reeves seems to be regressing a little bit shooting wise. We knew this was going to happen. He's not going to shoot, lights out from 3 the whole way. So got to figure out. I mean, not even figure out. Just Cam Craft's going to have. He's going to have to earn minutes. You know what I mean? Your team needs you. You got to step up, bro.
And he can shoot. It's just like Coach said, he's kind of it's always in a bad spot or kind of lost defensively. Letting guys go back door. You can't have that. You know what I'm saying? His scoring is great, but he lacks a little bit defensively, and that kind of hurts him. But he did hit some big threes in that game to get them back in it. So I will say that it's always good to have a sniper. If he could play a little bit more defense, that would help him out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the scoring droughts. It's not as common as it was last year because they can get to a cup and get a foul. But then they got to knock down their free throws. They're shooting 69% on the year at the free throw line. That ain't going to cut it. But defensively, Bacon, they're like top 15 in opponent field goal percentage.
Yeah.
So you're doing your job there. But like you said, them not hitting shots led into the defense. You can't have that mentality. They didn't even shoot it well against Boston College. But what won them the game? The defense. Keep playing defense. It's going to lead to offense. What Georgia Tech has to do real quick, Bacon, they have to play good defense, get turnovers and steals, and push in transition. Half-court offense ain't the best right now, but use that to your advantage for the meantime until you figure that part out. I think more of the offense should run through Kawasi Reeves and Akai Fleming a little bit. I like Lamar Washington. He always puts them in the right play, but run the offense through those two because they can kind of create on their own and get good shots.
And how about Chaz Kelly off the bench, man? Unsung hero right now for the Jackets, man. Doesn't always score points consistently, but man, to me, it makes the right plays consistently.
Facts.
Yeah, right. Vanderbilt off to a hard start. Not sure if people saw this one coming. Just beat Alabama last night. Let me pull them up real quick.
Yeah, Vandy, I'll start while you pull it up. Vandy's for real, man. They're 15-0 this year, having an awesome season. They've been hooping. Wins over SMU, now Alabama. SMU came in number 24 ranked in AP poll this past week. Duke Miles leading score with 17.2. Tyler Tanner has 17.1. A very high-scoring offense, Bacon, averaging nearly 94 points per game. And what's even better, they're sharing the basketball, right? They have nearly 19 assists per game. So offense is playing at a high level. They can score. They got different scores they can kind of throw at you. Really a sleeper team in the SEC, playing some high-caliber ball. They keep winning like this, they definitely are going to be a lock for the tournament.
Definitely. Texas, Florida, and Arkansas around the corner. I think Arkansas is hitting that. They're hitting that stride at the right time. Arkansas is a very electric team, but this is about Vanderbilt, so I agree with you. The Commodores are doing their thing. Duke Miles, 17 points per game. Right behind him, Tyler Tanner, who just talked about. Tyler Nickel, 14.7 points. So 5 guys averaging 10 or more points. And I mean, so this is a very good team. Like you said, a team that's, as you know what I'm saying, probably the most I don't say the most bona fide, but one of the most convincible resumes at this point in the season. So we definitely want to shout out the 11th ranked Commodores, who probably going to rise of the AP poll, coaches poll, it's official poll rankings, having beaten 13th ranked overall Alabama Crimson Tide, 96-90 at home. So we definitely want to talk about the Commodores. Transitioning into the NBA, as we've already been kind of talking about it, Giannis Antetokounmpo came out and said, "This is not my nature" when asked about being traded. He also said, "There will never be a moment that I will come out and say I want a trade." And there's been talks about him going to New York. I think the morning, or the same time, the morning today that the quote came out, the news broke that said New York is trading, is looking to make a big splash trade. So with that being said, man, that leaves me a little confused, because I thought, man, now he's trying to go to New York. He said he's not trying to leave, even though he's shown visibly that he's been frustrated. Just what do you think about the whole situation?
Yeah, sometimes players will do that to kind of get, some of that trail off them a little bit. They'll kind of throw a little bone out there that may not be true, just to kind of get you off them a little bit. I think both things can be true. I think maybe he does want to stay a little bit, and I think maybe he is looking for a fresh start. I just don't think he's that kind of a star where he's going to willingly ask for it. Like, oh, I'm demanding a trade. I just don't think that's in his nature. I think if a trade happened, I think he'd be fine with it, but he's going to let the front office make the decision at the end of the day of what they want to do. I don't think they want him to leave. They just have to surround him with the talent, and even though he did win a ring, he probably wants to win more to solidify his legacy. He's already solidified as one of the best players to ever play the game, but if he wants to solidify as, like,
the greatest power forward or whatever. Got to add like 1 or 2 more chips to his belt. And I think he knows that Milwaukee can't provide that at the moment, and they don't have the talent around. They have traded for Dame, brought in some pieces there to try to help him, but he needs another co-star that can stay healthy to go with him. And that's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? But they're not having the best season. Maybe they can win a lottery, get a top pick to go alongside him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you might see him get traded. They might move on and try to redo anew. But I think until then, unless they do it, I don't think Giannis is going to ask for it.
Fair enough, man. So last thing we'll rock, man. Is it time for Doc Rivers to retire?
Yeah, I think it's been time. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him. I think he's had a good run. I think the messaging gets old a little bit after a while, humbly. And I just think, his heyday has been there. I think humbly. I think his heyday when he won with Boston, no disrespect. I like Doc, but he's been milking that for a while now. We finna be 2028 in 3 years or 2 years now, excuse me. So almost 20 years since that title. And I think, I always want the black man to win, but it's time, Doc. Give it to the young guys or some, or be an assistant coach or whatever. I just don't think he is conducive to you winning another championship in the current model of the NBA. Maybe the old school model, sure. Current model, I don't see it.
There you have, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on. We're back in motion, man. Not NBA. Basketball podcast is back in motion, man. We'll see y'all next Thursday. We appreciate everybody who's tuned in from Around the Way Sports to Jimmy. Shout out to Big Jim. Who else is in the comments on YouTube? That's it on YouTube. We had, Coach. We had some motion on Instagram, man. So we appreciate everybody who's tuned in. And we'll see y'all next Thursday. Enjoy the rest of y'all game. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Stay tuned to Bacon Network and Najee Wilk on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, X, and all the above, man. So peace and love.